This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Hey there, it's Brian Sebastian, movie reviews and more, live worldwide around the world. And here we are, it's the Tuesday, first show of the year. So I always do this, it's a round robin. It's about the brands, it's about the product, and it's about the companies. So take it away, show them what you have. Rachel, you will love this.
Okay, so explain myself. Okay. Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Terri. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So our company's location is Kyoto, Japan, and we provide our technology. It's the world-centered video platform. You can share video with YouTube video with sharing. This is our platform that you can watching movie. Then YouTube video is exactly connected send signal with this device, Aroma Shooter wearable, and the Aroma Shooter version 3 is connection. Then when you're watching YouTube or movie, you can feel with sound. This is our technology.
So Rachel, you're cooking and the scent will come through.
That's
The scent?
awesome.
Yeah, this is one of the
No.
application.
Wow.
Then in the connection, this you can see light is connection. Now is the Bluetooth connection. Then I pushed here. Number one, you can see the color is here, red and different smell, different color.
Crazy. Oh my gosh, I need that. Wow.
Thank you.
Now on this
That's
side,
awesome.
Okay.
I love it.
And this device is what is the difference? It's old technology, new technology. Old technologies, they uncontrollable smell. They lingers, slow, and leak. But our technology is controllable smell without any linger and switch back fast, quickly, and fast and clean. And why is the inside cartridge is not liquid? It is solid. You can see it's solid, non-liquid. It's hard one. And diffuse only the dry air with the sand. So you can feel and the sand, and you can change the cartridge also. And also it is a sand mixing, the blending. Mathematically, we can 6 cartridges can combinations more than 60 sand is the mixing, create a new sand.
So Rachel
That's
Roberts
awesome.
out of Houston, Texas, she is a stay-at-home mom and she's a cook. So Rachel, imagine if you're making your bison and we could smell your bison coming through.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But also it blows on you too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I got my salmon and a salad. And then of course, you know, like for New Year's, you gotta have the black eyed peas with the ham hock, right? So
That's for good luck.
I can smell this right now. It's so like, oh, it's driving me crazy. I want to eat it.
Well, we'll be
But
able
that
to
can pick
we'll be
up
able
the
to smell that, Rachel, on the other end.
That's so cool. Very
Thank you.
cool, Brian. Wow. You found a good guy.
Tell them when it's available.
The device is we will release this one is this summer you can buy, and this one is we will release the autumn, and also we will start is the Kickstarter in the summer season.
And give you website.
Very cool.
Okay, the website is the aromajoin.com. Our URL is the aromajoin.com. Yeah, AROMAJOIN and the .com. Yeah.
Okay. Love it.
All right.
Wow.
So DJ, since we're in Las Vegas, Nevada, live at the CES Show 2023, show the clip of what you chose.
You made it to Las Vegas, and I am so thrilled to welcome you back to the world's most influential tech event.
So that's just a little peek of the CES show. And so all my co-hosts, well, most of the co-hosts are there. So Rachel Roberts from Houston, Texas, Howard Wiggins from Nashville, Tennessee, Terri Marie nonstop from California. And so with that, I'm going to interchange people. I'm going to talk real quick about what I've seen so far. I'm going to have our next guest step in. Give your website one more time.
Okay, so our website, aromajoin.com. And when you have time, please visit our place, Japan Pavilion, booth number 62201. We're waiting for you. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'll see you. Yeah, we'll see you on social media. Thanks. I can't wait.
So the thing about that is with this, you can actually smell it, and that's really good. So Rachel, whatever you're cooking, I think that's great, which will be good. Talk about what you made real quickly, and I'm gonna have our next guest come in.
Okay, Rachel Roberts in Houston, Texas. Rachel Roberts recipes. Every morning I have a little show called Coffee Talk, and then throughout the day I might post stuff. I do lots of reels and fun things for people. I just had a director here in town, Terri. I want you to hook up with him. I think Terri would be really good on his show. But this guy's here in Houston. He's going to come back, and we're going to do a cooking show. Hello, we got another guest. Who are you? Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Welcome.
All right, all the way from Switzerland, newly arrived. About what, hour ago?
Didn't make my face still sleep because it's like 1 a.m. in the morning in Switzerland, and we just arrived. So.
Talk about who you are and what company you represent.
Thank you, Brian. My name is Nathasha, and I'm CEO and founder of Algarized. And so we're based in Switzerland, on the French part close to Geneva. And so the Algarized, we developed a software that we put on the sensors and that is capable to detect all the environment and the people inside of the detect the people, and also their breathing and even the heart rate from the distance. And we also can do it through the walls. So the people don't need to wear any devices or any wearables. So we developed a special software, and we massively upgrading the sensors so they can have this, like putting like almost like a PhD brain into the sensor so they can understand everything about the people and how they move, and also like the breathing and the heart rate. And so that's what we're going to be launching at the CES, at the Swiss Tech Pavilion. And we're going to make a live demo. So really excited about it. So, yeah. So I have a short video if you want to see
Oh wow, I
it.
can't wait to see that live demo.
We'll try to make it live, but then, well, might as well try to do the thing. Okay, how does that thing work? So there's a person behind the wall, and that's, you kind of like see that the person is walking behind the wall. You see their speed and that how they're like walking. And then, for example, here somebody's seated, and you see like on the blue screen, is that what you see, how you're breathing and your heart rate?
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so basically it's like real time. So there's no sensors or anything. So, and the applications of this technology is quite wide. Well, we first embed this in the sensors for the buildings, for the people and vehicles flow, so the buildings can like manage their resources properly. We're also aiming to put this in the cars, so like the grandmother and the grandchildren can safely navigate on the flat tire, and also understand like the breathing and the heart rate that you can have inside of the vehicle as well. And we put in also like in the dangerous tools for the people and machinery, so they can safely interact with each other. So yeah, and that's what we.
Interesting. Wow.
Give me the website.
Yeah,
That's
the website.
Incredible.
No, thank you,
Yes.
Rachel. I mean, you've got to come on. Well, we definitely, it's hard to that you can see nothing, but there will be lots of live streaming about what we do, and we have this live show. And our website is algorized.com, so it's very simple. So it's algorized.com, and that's where you can see about our sensing technologies like that we do.
Algorithm.
Questions, anybody?
Got it.
Yeah.
Ow. That's incredible. I never knew. How cool.
Especially through the wall.
Especially through the wall. Well, we started with this. It actually was the whole idea started from the rescue missions, because we build this. The initial product is quite big, so we build this for the rescue companies. So then, when you have the building collapse, so they can actually see where there are people inside and who is breathing, they can save. And so it was very challenging to be able to see the walls.
Wow.
And so that's how we build this. But then now, because you can see the whole like way of moving like people, and the technology we're using is based on the ultra-wideband, and ultra-wideband is already installed in all the mobile phones today and different applications. So it's very much easy to scale to with the people sensing technologies. Yeah.
Website one time.
The website is algorithm.com.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Interesting. It's very, very interesting. Nice to meet you.
Bye.
All right, so this is my good friend Lance. We met, I think 3 years ago, and
that's right, Brian.
Lance is the only reason why I want an iPhone, and his technology from beginning to start to where he is now is incredible.
Good to see you again. I remember him.
We're using his technology. Go ahead, Lance. Go for it.
Good to see you all, and thanks again, Brian, for having me on the show today. So Global M is a Swiss-based company. We're in the broadcasting and streaming space, and what we've developed is a software-defined video network, which actually provides an alternative and in some ways a replacement to satellite and really expensive fiber. And our software-defined network and our orchestration, which has patent pending, is now being used by many companies for sports distribution, contribution, remote production, and even, as Brian mentioned, from a smartphone, which is actually activating hardware encoding in the phone to transmit over the network. We use the protocol SRT, Secure Reliable Transport, to be able to transmit across the world. This could be point to point or point to multi-point. And so many of you remember last September, you probably tuned in at some point for the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II. With 4 billion people watching, it's arguably the most watched live broadcast in history. And so BBC Studios chose Global M to help transmit to their rights holders the full live ceremony, 12 hours plus during that day, to different points across the globe, those that specifically requested an alternative to satellite transmissions. So what we do over the private IP backbone is transmit multi-destination. It's actually lower latency than satellite. It's the same or higher quality, whether it's 21 megabits, 32 megabits. Imagine that it is really a business-to-business application for broadcasters, for sports federations, host broadcasters, event organizers, and increasingly is this demand for remote production. And so there is the demand for the transport of live content is really skyrocketing, but at the same time, the costs in our industry are increasing, and there's less satellite capacity available than before. And so this is where now we're seeing, for example, Finnish television YLE used the smartphone application in 8 iPhones last summer to cover a 100-kilometer ultra running race. And this was basically 10, 11 hours throughout the day. And they even had journalists on a bicycle interviewing live and doing live reports through that course. But we also see that there are sports federations. There is football. There is motorsports. There's different applications there where they see there is point-to-point and point-to-multi-point transmissions increasingly needed. Imagine that there is a special star from a certain country, and that country wants to see that sports star, whether it's a driver, whether it's football, you name it, any type of sports. But the application and what we've built, the patent pending technology with the orchestration of the network, is really the strong point, and that allows us to be used sports, news, entertainment, but there's also houses of worship. There's, of course, also, the medical industry that's doing more and more live remotes. They need very low latency. And so there's a lot of opportunity and possibility here.
So, Rachel, when you do your morning coffee talks, tell them how you do yours.
Right. Yeah, I do a show every morning, coffee talk, and I do cooking shows, and I'm working on a cooking show. So yeah, and sometimes I like to just turn on the camera, go live. I mean, I do it every Tuesday before this show starts. So yeah, I'm thinking this would be good. I could use it.
I've got some questions on the medical side. So I'm in technology in healthcare. So I actually work for a company. Well, I co-host with Brian, and then I also have a day job where I sell medical software. So I was just wondering, how that would integrate, let's say, in telehealth or a doctor's EMR system or billing system, or how would that integrate in the medical? I'm really curious about that.
Well, some of the applications that we've started discussing were if there's a world-renowned specialist in one location doing a specialized operation, and he'd like to share that, or she would like to share that with other medical universities or hospitals, specialists. They could do that in very low latency. It's very cost effective because we really provide also the cost effective savings from satellite and dedicated fiber. And they want very high quality. So if we put this up on a big screen, whether it be a proper broadcast camera or even in some ways the smartphone, our network works with any compatible SRT equipment. And there is many, many types of devices there that are being used throughout our industry. So that is one application we've been discussing where there is a world-renowned specialist who may be showing their specialty, a very precise operation, and that needs to be shared at different parts around the world.
Mm-hmm. Talk about the events you guys cover.
So I did mention BBC Studios. We are in discussions and now starting demos with some very exciting sports. I can't actually mention which federations in Europe. We're also part of Comcast NBC Universal Sports Tech. So we were in the first cohort, and we're looking very much forward to meeting them here in Las Vegas, the partners, which include NBC Sports and NBC News, Sky Sports. I mean, it's quite a long list. WWE, PGA Tour, Golf Channel, and the NASCAR.
You did the Olympics, right?
Yes, we've overlapped and helped with some of the clients that also needed our support there as well. So we're very excited about 2023. We are here looking obviously for some new clients and customers, but also strategic partnerships. And then we're open to discussions also on investment opportunities as we are scaling up.
So Howard, think about this when you're doing your dancing videos.
Yeah.
Howard, tell them who you are.
Howard Wiggins, Nashville, Tennessee. I'm son of Little Roy Wiggins of the Grand Ole Opry fame.
Okay.
I've got 2 movies coming out. I've got Who's Going to Take Care of Me, and then I've got Blood Moon Massacre, which is supposed to be at the works, and there may be a TV series that we're talking about. So lots of things happening. 2023 is going to be a great year for me, and I hope for you too.
And Terry?
Oh, well, I've been with Brian as red carpet co-host for over 7 years. I'm a fitness competitor, I've told you, and I'm also an artist. So I'm starting an NFT collection, which I'm still working on. And what else, Brian? Actually, I do TikTok videos too, where I do like 80s rock music stuff. And I'm going to be in 2 upcoming rock videos for Wicked Star, which I'm starring in both. So those are coming out this year too. So it'll be an exciting year for me also. Very busy.
Let's talk about how this could be utilized for red carpets.
So red carpets, I mean, 2 years ago, we were invited by the European Film Academy to assist them during COVID when they couldn't actually bring the nominees to the ceremony in Berlin to be able to, they each had a smartphone, they had an iPhone wherever they were in greater Europe, and they were able to stream back in live to the ceremony during 3 hours back into Berlin, where we had a temporary control room. And European Film Academy Productions, as soon as that person had won a prize, they went onto the big full screen. And there was 2 massive screens in this temporary studio, and the quality is absolutely amazing. So on the red carpet, you could imagine doing, quick interviews one-to-one. I could be interviewing Brian here, transmitting this live back to either a news agency or back to a specific media outlet. And the quality is just phenomenal.
Cool.
Of course, you can add mics, you can add lights. And now the quality of the camera is so good that you can do it very lightweight and you can move easily as well. So it's very flexible for award ceremonies.
And then last year you broadcast at CES. And how many days did it go for?
Yes.
No interruption.
Yeah, no interruption. So we'll be doing that again this year. We'll be transmitting a live signal in very high megabits of moving sports. And we'll transmit from Switzerland to Las Vegas, where we'll be showing that on display. And what we did last year is with Paul, our co-founder and CTO, Paul Kaleja, for 4.5 days, this ran nonstop, and there was not one packet dropped of the live transmission. And that's basically what happened when we worked with BBC Studios. There was not one packet of data lost or dropped during that whole ceremony. So we're very excited to show that, and we have new features such as transcoding and remuxing and remultiplexing on the edge now. So imagine a worldwide network already with 11 points of presence growing to 20 allows us to go from London to Sydney, on the superhighway with really amazing quality, or to Sao Paulo, or to Tokyo, or you name it. So it's exciting. And my co-founder Paul and myself come from the broadcasting industry. And so we've been watching these changes, and now we like to think of it as broadcast as a service, similar to SaaS, but also a very advanced, the world's most advanced software-defined network.
Give you a website.
So our website is globalm.media. So globalm, one word, GLOBALM.
Yeah, got it.
Yep.
And the last thing is you also did the Queen's funeral.
Okay.
Yep, that's right. We talked about helping to transmit the Queen's funeral, and BBC Studios has asked us to come back to help with the coronation of King Charles III.
Wow.
So we're very excited. We're very excited for this year as well.
Last question. Why should the audience tune in? What's special about Global M?
Thank you, Lance.
Yes. Were you going to ask a question or? Okay. Well, I think it's really what Global M provides is immediate cost reductions for the broadcasters and the sports federations. It solves that problem of lack of satellite capacity in certain regions, depending on what's being distributed for sports federations. And also, as we're moving to 4K, that needs larger bandwidth on the satellite, which we can easily scale to, but it's more difficult if there's not enough satellite capacity. Plus, we can actually provide statistics and see the reception points to see if the packets are, being dropped, if they're being recovered, or if it's all 100% no loss packets. And that's more difficult to do with satellite.
What about going into space, using it to see other planets?
That's a very interesting thought. And we have also done some tests with Starlink satellites as well, data satellites mainly that are lower orbit. We really want to retain, that low latency, very high quality, low latency. But that's an interesting point, Howard. You could look into that.
Website, one last time.
globalm.media is the website.
All right. Thank you, Les. Appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks.
So our last person coming up from Japan. Yep. And tell everybody who you are, your name, company, and how it started.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can I start?
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Hi, my name is Kazuki from Japan, from Tokyo. And I'm a CMO of the company called Sound Fun Corporation. Nice to meet you all.
I see you.
Nice to meet you. Welcome.
This is a speaker I would like to introduce today. This speaker, very unique chip speaker. And this speaker can actually help seniors or those who are suffering from hearing problem to hear better.
Okay.
So that's a speaker. And if you or any of your family members have problem of hearings, you may turn up the volume to watch TV because they really cannot understand what it says, but want to enjoy still, and your family member may complain about it. And this situation especially happens a lot in Japan, in the aging society. And then we're selling this product for last 2.5 years, and then actually could sell a lot in Japan. We just launched in the United States. And there's like two key features that this speaker has. One is actually this can clarify the human voices. So especially for the people with hearing problem. So usually, like if you have a problem with hearing, you turn up the volume because you cannot understand what it says because it's not clear enough. You can make this unclear sound clear. So even you have a problem with hearing, you don't have to turn up the volume to understand what it says. And second, this is very unique sound feature. This sound actually reaches farther and wider compared to the conventional speaker. So this speaker is actually used by airline as well at the airport. So because this sound actually reaches farther without turning up the volume. So everybody in that place can hear very well. So it's the other application as well.
Show that camera again and turn it around so everybody can see exactly what it all looks like.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And point it to the canvas like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I try to. keep it this way. Yeah. Yep. And then the structure is we implemented technology called curved panel audible wave technology. And the unique point is its shape. There's a unit here. This is a unit, a building here. And the unique point is you may know that like the normal speaker looks like this building here. This is called cone-shaped speaker. And our speaker actually generates the sound through this curved panel, this white curved panel. This is a unique point. So this is not the software approach. This is the hardware approach. So that's the unique point. And let me show you how it works, because this is just curved panel, and you may notice what is so special about it. So I just wanna demonstrate how this curved panel sound works. And then I play this music box. You probably cannot hear well because the music box usually has very low volume. Now here's just normal board you can purchase anywhere, and I press this board. It doesn't change that much probably. So I cover it.
Wow.
Can you hear?
Yes.
I take this out.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just simple. Just I send this, the vibration coming from this music box just through this curved panel to the air, and this makes big difference. This is how our technology. That's called the curved panel audible wave.
That's clever.
Thank you.
Give your website.
Okay. Our website is
Clever.
SoundFun.
Yeah, new.
Thank you very much. Our website is soundfun.net.
Thank you.
And then you can also check on Amazon. It's already available on Amazon US. And you can just type Mirai speaker on Amazon, so you can find our product there as well.
Very cool.
All right. Thank you for that. So that's what we have. Anybody got any questions for him? All right.
So it like wirelessly, like you don't need any wires. It just it'll pick up your TV, your
yeah. Actually, this is wired. This is wired.
It is wired?
Yeah, because
wired.
Yeah, it's wired because in Japan, most of our customers are like 70 or 80s, so they are not like familiar with like wireless connection.
Yeah.
So we just try to adapt for their needs. So we just keep it simple.
Simple. Simple's good.
Thank you very much.
And
Like
I will
it.
see
Thank you.
within the next couple of days at your booth.
Sure, I'll be there.
All right.
Thank you very much. Bye.
So we had 4 companies for all the stuff that we were doing. And it's funny, we had 2 more. So Akrami, the 3-wheeler vehicle, I'm taking a test ride Monday. And it's really cool. Wait till you see this. It looks like Howard, remember the car that the Munsters had, that slope down thing like that? Well,
Yeah,
I get a test ride the very first one at a go-kart track.
Oh, cool.
Doing that. And then there was another company that gave me something else that's really, really cool. Anyhow, Rachel, what did you cook tonight? Let's see what you have. What are you drinking?
Okay, so yeah. Oh my goodness! So we made everybody. Yao in the islands is how they say hello. So Yao mimosa with champagne, and it's a blackberry flavored. It's delicious. This stuff is really, really good, and it's healthy. So it's a sea
What is
moss
that
drink.
stuff?
Terri,
Yao.
have you heard of this? Sea
No.
moss. It's called
You know
Yao.
what?
It's so good for you. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I mean, I eat
delicious.
seaweed.
And it's just
Seaweed has a lot of vitamins.
yeah.
in
Okay.
it,
Well,
like
it's sea
so-
moss.
Okay.
Oh, Yeah, this stuff, you know what? And Cooper got like a little bit of sickness and he had mucus in his chest. And I gave it to him and it cleared that up. I like it. Anyway, so every week, you know, I cook something. So this week I made, and I had Jimmy Allen sign here for a few days. And so I whipped up a salmon really quick so we could shoot like a couple, you know, clips of that. So today's was a beautiful salad. It's got like feta and olives and everything, peppers, and then this gorgeous salmon. And of course, I make like this, you know, little sauce that goes with it. That's incredible. Y'all, did you do black eyed peas? You got to make, you know, the black eyed peas.
Black eyed peas. My dad used to make those every New Year's, or my mom, or my dad insisted we eat them every New Year's for good luck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. For good luck. Yeah, you got to make the black eyed peas. Yep, same here. So, you know, I did, you know, and you make greens. We did cabbage today, but the kids ate all that. So that's gone. But I've been doing, I don't know, you can't tell. Next week I'm gonna come on without the dress on so you can see my arms are getting so strong, Terry. Because I'm using that katsu. Oh my God. Girl, this is working. Everything is.
I'm doing it old-fashioned way right now, but maybe it can enhance. I like to try to see this is my workout. What?
Rachel, show them your shoulder there.
But I like
your shoulder. How you got that little bump?
Yeah, you know what? Like you can look. Like, can you see? I'm getting like, yeah, and I'm starting to get. I can see muscles right here in my back, like this. You know.
Yeah.
And then I'm getting everywhere I'm getting muscle. It's tight. My legs. So what's cool is, you know, you're getting a really good workout with less weight. So I can use like they show these guys that are big, strong, buff guys, and they're just lifting like 5 pounds, but it's, you know, they're like, wow, this is like, you know, it feels like
so it adds
pounds.
resistance.
So you use less weight. What
does it add resistance? Okay, so for me, so I mental state I like to work out for mental and physical reasons because it's how I deal with stress. But with this machine, so you can lift weights with it, just so it adds like a resistance band. Is that what you're saying? So you know when you use the bands that I add like when I weightlift, I use a band to make more resistance. So I was wondering if it does something similar.
This makes more resistance. This makes it feel like you're lifting. Like when I do 5 pounds, it feels like I'm doing 60. And I don't need any weights if I don't want to do weights. And I can just do squats when I have them on my legs. And I just do it slow and low. And I'm getting, my legs are sore. Everything is sore the next day. I feel it. It's, you know, it's
how sore are you, Rachel? How sore are you?
Sore. TSU. What?
I would love to try it because it would just add to, you know, the whole training routine. Since I'm like, I think I've narrowed it down that I'm like 4 weeks out. So, you know, anything that gives me an edge, you know, it all works.
I know.
Terri, have you seen her arms? They turn red from the bands down for the blood flow.
Yeah, if you
I mean, it gets red, and then up above it, it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
It changes her arm color.
I normally flush when I'm working out. Like I don't have a big sweater, but I will turn red.
Well, no, it's from the blood flow.
No, this turns you red because it's squeezing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it squeezes you. And look, I'll do it. I'll turn it on, and then you can see my arm like turning, how red it gets, and all the veins pop out. It's in
all right, Terri, when he sends me one, I'll let you use it. How's that?
What was that?
When he sends me one, I'll have you use it. How's that?
Yeah, that'd be great. I mean, because I'm already using my Lumi, which is for my diet.
Howard, I haven't forgotten about you, Howard.
Okay.
So yeah, anything that can help with my whole training thing. I mean, so it's like what right now I'm doing my cardio in the morning and weight training at night. I'm on a full-on plan now. No booze, no sugar for four months. But I'm gonna
Oh, and Rachel, so our balance 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Yeah, I got mine right here. Look. You know what? I got it, y'all. I don't get sick. I licked the carpet on New Year's.
I just took a shot of this right here.
Everybody got kissed, licked, hugged, and you know what? I didn't get it. I didn't get sick.
Hey, Howard, yours should be coming soon. And Terry, I'll make sure you get some more stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Howard, let's talk about your surprise that you can't talk about. How exciting is that?
It's very exciting. I mean, I just can hardly wait. I Googled some information I told you on a certain show that was in the past. So, and the producer's very, very big producer out of Atlanta. I'll say that.
And also, let's talk about your room. Which room is this one?
This is still the living room. You're just looking at the fireplace behind me on that side. And I have art all over the house. I'm a big art collector. In fact, I bought another one last week and got to get it framed for the upstairs hall. So,
Terry, any new designs?
I spend money all the time.
No, I'm going to be partnering with my brother. My brother's a graphic artist, and so I just had to find the right person to partner with so I can get everything the way it can be. So that's kind of exciting. So he's going to start helping me with that. He worked on Battlestar Galactica with Richard Hash. He did all the spaceships. So he will be able to help me tremendously with getting my artwork into 3D and to be as techie as possible.
Good. So let me ask you guys this. Anybody who looked at the schedule of the year going up until June, what is anybody most excited about?
I'm excited for the Fit Expo coming up.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rachel?
I like to see the red carpet.
Y'all see that?
With Jamie Lee Curtis and all those big stars.
Oh, for Santa Barbara Film Festival, yes.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'll do, Howard. If I can work it out and I can make it happen for you, I'd love to have you there.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I can't wait because it's been a while since I've been to that festival.
And what we're talking about is the Santa Barbara Film Festival.
Yeah,
it's always great. We always have a great time. I think I'll go back to having a camera crew there for this one because they have
take
some
that phone. Take his iPhone.
Well, and you can't really see the quality, but it's the clearest phone I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
All the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
That's why I like Lance's stuff. And again, we've known each other for 2 years, but anytime they do anything, it is just crystal clear around the world. That's why, see, he can't say it, but I can say it. That's why Comcast, NBC Universal, a bunch of other companies that he told me off record today. I was like, what? And it started 2 years ago, just like this with these guys. So we may not understand a little bit, but when you see their technology, the stuff that they created, we get it first, and then they send it to us, and it's great stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rachel, I'm telling you, what you make, when you smell the aroma of that through a screen, it's phenomenal.
That's crazy.
It actually blows on you like a little grist.
I didn't understand how somebody's going to smell it.
Because it blows on you.
How does
it's like
smell it though? If I'm
you can actually smell it through the screen. Yeah, that's what's so fun about CES technology.
That's crazy that like you could. I mean, I'm still trying to process how that works.
That's why.
Me too, Terri.
And I want first dibs at these things because a lot of the stuff doesn't make sense, but when you see it and when you smell it, you pick it up. I'm like, I want that. I want that. I want that. I know who wants this. Terry would love to have this. I found some earbuds that you put in. It actually purifies your ear while you're listening to music, and it enhances your. Yeah, I'm getting them for us.
Well, that'd be great at the gym.
Absolutely.
I know you are.
Well,
you're
here's
all
the thing.
air purifiers. I know.
I don't know if you know this. Is that Angelica got sick at the gym? She forgot to wipe it down, so she got sick at the gym.
Oh.
Yep, for 7 days she was laid out.
The Katsu, you can work out at home.
Rachel could have the
Yeah.
first cooking show where you could actually smell the food.
Yeah.
That would
Make
be
it
crazy.
instant success.
Yeah. Well, you show it, Rachel. We might as well have it where we could smell it through the screen, right? It makes sense to me.
Absolutely. Yeah, if we can get the taste without the calories, it'd be better.
What's so crazy
I
about that
have the
is just
software.
thinking. Oh, I was just saying, like, that just opens up so many doors for marketing, whether it be fragrance, whether it be food. I mean, just think of so many different things that have smells that you could use that to market your products. It's just fascinating.
Yeah. That's the fun thing about being at CES, finding these brands that no one can find because it's so huge, and then getting the one-on-ones. That's what I like about it. Next year, I want to have you guys come because I can't see a lot of all the stuff that I would like to see because it's more one-on-ones, and then they invite you to all these parties. So you go to a party, but you might be missing out on something that's cool here. I'm going to arrange at the stadium where the Raiders play, and I'm meeting the vice president of the Raiders in her studio suite.
Wow.
And I mean, that's cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, we got a couple minutes left. All right, Rachel, what's your goal for the first 3 months of the year? What do you want to accomplish?
I want to get that cooking show going. I've got, yeah. So, you know, Jimmy Allen Sign, he's going to come back here. We're going to shoot some more stuff and, you know, for that to happen. You know? Also,
And what's a piece of advice that you would give the audience, Rachel?
A piece of advice?
Yep.
Watch Rachel Rabbit. Don't drink.
All right, Terry. What do you want to accomplish the next 3 months, and what advice would you give the people going through stuff?
Oh, well, let me see. Well, obviously to get on stage, one, to get this artwork 3D. I'm gonna manifest myself getting on a reality show this year. Rachel, I'm gonna do that because I've always wanted to be on a reality show because I'm a big ham. So that's kind of like the three main things I'm gonna do this year.
Terry, do you need a 3D printer? Because I found a company.
I don't.
You're supposed to say yes.
Yes, I do.
Howard,
Like,
good piece of advice for the audience and being what you're doing these days.
Nobody makes you happy but yourself. And what I like to accomplish this year is to be more muscular with that stuff that Rachel's doing with the Katsu, and be in better health with the Balance 7, and just be the best person I can possibly be. So.
And also talk about this. When you're dancing, what does that do
Botox,
for you?
Terry.
What does it do for me? It
Yeah.
gives me exercise, and it doesn't feel like exercise. I can dance for 6 or 7 hours and sweat like a pig, and it feels like I just feels like a minute or two to me, because I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. I'm just going with the moves. I had somebody, professional dancer, said, "Well, I could teach you some new moves that are more professional." I said, "I don't want to do it that way. I want to use what I feel it in my blood, you know."
Well, I like the way you dance, Howard, because you actually encouraged me. I'm like, wow, I never thought about using that move. I would actually do that. So that's what I've seen from you.
I never know what I'm going to do until I hear the music.
That's the way it should be. That's how I do it too. So.
Yeah.
All right, so Terry, really quickly, we got about 2 minutes. Talk about a blast in the past, dancing on an American Bandstand.
Oh God. Well, you guys, I found it was really funny because my friend had asked me about when I danced on American Bandstand, and I Googled myself, and it was so crazy. So I found somebody had posted all these old shows. So maybe the next show I'll show you my spotlight dance when I was 17 years old. I did it to the Bengals Hero Takes a Fall. I found that. And then I was on a show called Summer Action with Christopher Atkins. And I've got, I don't know if you guys remember the band, or what was that song? Who sang? There was a song in the 80s called Take On Me. I can't remember the band's name. Anyway, So there's a picture, or there's a scene of me on the beach dancing to that, and it's just
the
funny.
black guy tells the white girl.
So I'll find those, Brian. I'll send those to you. It'll be hoots, so you guys can see what I looked like when I was 17 years old in the 80s.
All right, so I always say this because we got
Brian.
About 30 seconds left.
Brian, what's your advice?
Oh.
What's your advice, Brian? And what are your goals?
Watch what we're all doing. Watch what we're all creating. And you can do the same thing because everybody does something different. But we're making it work. And people always ask, well, how do you guys do this? Well, follow Rachel in the morning. Start off with Coffee Talk. Watch Howard dance. Howard, you don't even know this. You got 32,000 views on a short video clip that I had no idea was going to happen. And Terri, you got some great designs. I can't wait to show it at a LA art show one day. I see your designs being shown at art shows. That's my take on things. And with that, I want to say this. Have a good night tonight, a better day tomorrow. If you see someone without a smile, please give them one of yours because the world needs it. For Howard, for Rachel, for Terri, this is Brian Sebastian, Movie Reviews and More, and we will see you next week.